Gee, isn't that a really pretty sunset? You know, on my way back home from the really bad interview, which you'll get to see how that all went down here pretty soon. But in the meantime, I got to talk to the Henhouse Prowlers. They're a Chicago-based bluegrass band, and well, quite frankly, they will. So, keep staring at the sunset, and keep on rocking in the free world and stuff, you know.
I've spent so many years searching, watched the prime of my life pass right before my eyes. Though the road ahead seems endless, I'm gonna track you till the day I die. Even now, revenge feels bittersweet. I've still gotta keep my head over my feet. Though I know putting you 6 feet deep will never bring my ma and pa back to me. A hunger in my belly and a fever in my soul keep me tearing down this worrisome road. For I know just around one of these bends the sun is gonna rise again. Gonna track you down, and you bury you the day you buried me. Gonna track you down till the night I put you out of your misery. Gonna track you down till sweat meets blood on this lonesome road. Gonna track you down till your body lies lifeless and cold.
Mission accomplished. Yeah. Speaking of mission accomplished.
Well, hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good. How you went all right?
Oh, that's great. You guys put on one hell of a show tonight.
Thank you. Thanks, Michael.
Well, I'm telling you, I mean, if a woman let me do what you guys do to your instruments, I don't think I'd ever leave the house.
We never leave the house.
Is it true? Bluegrass makes the best getaway music.
Absolutely. Undoubtedly.
I mean, seriously, doesn't just, you know, a good picking on the banjo just make you want to jump into a jalopy, rob a couple of banks?
The fire in your eyes made my blood run cold. And as you ran past, those police lights began to flash.
John does have the largest instrument in the band, and it's a coincidence that he plays the bass as well. You get no love from Michael.
You hear that, ladies? The biggest instrument.
Unfortunately,
right there in the basement.
Unfortunately, he's the only one that's taking it.
You hear that, ladies?
No, that's why.
Yeah, I can't have him. So, the thing is, you know, bluegrass is kind of this audience that's really widespread. I mean, on one side you got these barefoot hippie types, and then way on the other side you got these, like, conservative Republican types. What do you have to say about something like that? Like how it's so widespread?
I think it comes from the history of the music. Bluegrass started from country music, and it started from music that was labeled at the time as hillbilly music, and that's how they sold it. And so it started that way, but it was always professional. It was always guys in suits. It wasn't, like these depictions of guys swinging banjos over river bridges. It was always very professional music, but it definitely took a different turn in the 70s, 60s. Jerry Garcia started doing Holding in the Way. That was a big turn, and things like that, like Newgrass Revival, and jam bands now that, like a lot of those barefoot hippies that you speak of, sort of got the foot in the door to bluegrass from bands like Fish and String Cheese and Grateful Dead that were influenced by bluegrass music. They learned about it through them. So a lot of the guys that were influenced by bluegrass music went off and did those other hippie musics. Maybe they would go back and go back to their roots, but a lot of us, their fans would find out their roots and maybe get interested in something. So I don't know if it's a roundabout answer, but
yeah, that really answered,
I think that don't play with his feet. He's sensitive.
I think that it really is. It's in the eye of the person listening. Like there are a lot of people out there that would say that we're not actually real bluegrass because we don't actually adhere to to everything that a lot of people consider as being strictly traditional bluegrass. Yeah. So, but if you're talking about somebody who's the only bluegrass they've ever seen is the String Cheese incident, then they're going to see us as being way farther traditional than String Cheese is. So it's really depends on who you talk to.
We played a lot of festivals this summer, but it was definitely one of the most fun. I want to tell you all a real quick story about something that happened to us at Shoefest. We got there pretty early in the day on Saturday, and Star had to use one of the restrooms, and so he took off his flannel shirt and went into the bathroom and left it outside the flannel, and left it outside the bathroom, his flannel there, and he comes out about 5 to 15 minutes later when I saw him, and it's gone. And he complained about it all afternoon to us. Like, man, my flannel's gone. Somebody stole my flannel. And so it's later that night, and we're playing on stage, and there's a huge crowd in front of us, and we're having a blast. It's about 3/4 of the way through the set, and Star leans over to me in the middle of the song, and he goes, "I see my flannel." And there was, sure enough, there's a kid like 3rd row, dancing his butt off, no clue that we know that he's wearing Star's flannel. And I said something about it. I was like, I want to get this back from this kid. So I said something into the microphone, like to the tune of, somebody out there has Star's flannel and we know who it is. The kid's not even phased. He's just like, yeah! Flannel. Yeah, somebody's got that guy's flannel. Great. And so we finished the set, and I missed this part, but this is the best part of the story. Star goes up to the guy and says, he says, "Hey man, where'd you get that flannel?" And he says, "Oh man, my buddy ground scored it." And the moral of this story is, Dan Andrew, ladies and gentlemen. Please give Dan Andrew a hand. It's like, I'm not going to give it back. Dan walks up to him and says, "Oh, ground score, huh?" He says, "That's what hippies call stealing." Kid like takes the flannel.
Thanks, Dan. That doesn't make me a nice guy, that just makes me an asshole.
I think it also has to do with the times, which is like if we were playing exactly what we're playing in the 40s, the late 40s, then we would be revolutionary. and we would be this thing where no one would ever expect us to play the things that we play. And now, there's so many people doing these crazy things in bluegrass music, and the line is so thinly drawn between bluegrass and jam and all these other things, where you hear us and we're sort of more to that spectrum of tradition. These lines
for jam and bluegrass. It's something we don't do as much as other bands, but we've done our share of experimenting with it and probably will do some more. We don't have drums, so it's not going to be at the level that's more rock-oriented band with bluegrass instruments can do, but we enjoy messing around with stuff and improvising. I think we'll do it more than when we play it together with the spirit. I don't think we'll ever get spacey much, but we've heard it a couple times during the set.
at least once.
Yeah.
It depends on the crowd too.
Sure.
Like, you know, a crowd like tonight, they really like that kind of thing. Sorry, I should be talking to you.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep looking over my head. I don't know okay, Mr. Star down there.
Yeah.
You are the one that I do not see singing so much.
That's true. We're, yeah, I've sang a couple times, you know, kind of working on the voice and stuff, so.
So, I guess that's about all I got. I wish I could have told a whole bunch of jokes and everything else, but, I had this really serious, nice conversation with you guys and I really enjoyed it.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks a lot. I mean, oh wait. Oh, thanks. No, oh, okay. I totally left you out. I'm a total a-hole.
Oh, man.
Now we're gonna pick on you.
Oh, you shouldn't have said anything, Ray. You should have said.
You're the newbie, right? Are you the new guy?
No, I'm a
What?
veteran.
You're a veteran.
Yes. But he is the youngest.
Oh, the young. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where I screwed up. Wow. So did you just say, hey, I'm gonna hang out with a bunch of old dudes?
Yeah, just a couple. It's a story of my life. When you play the banjo?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll play the 3-string banjo. I only have 3 fingers.
Well, you only need 3 fingers to play.
What was that look for? I'm gonna say something dirty.
Well, he doesn't have an opposing tongue.
Oh my God.
Michael, you might want to run that.
Yeah.
That's my idea here.
That's like 4 in the pink, 1 in the stink. I don't know. I lost count. I can't count very well.
It is. This is very shocking.